Hello everyone, and today we're here to talk about a serious matter, something that affects all our lives and the community. That is Roblox. Now, I have some statistics right here that I have to spew out, okay? Now we're going to get through it. I need you guys to pay attention though, because this is for the Innova Tank Medal. I'm not blind, by the way, it just looks cool. Roblox is one of the most popular online games of all time. It spawned many different mini-games like Hide and Go Seek, Star Wars Heroes vs. Villains, and yes, the GTA clone itself, Mad City. Now, it is very popular, as I said before, but Roblox also offers a large community of users who may design their own game modes, objects, and cosmetics. To pay for all this stuff, you need the most expensive currency to date. That's fake, by the way. It's not the most expensive. But it is more expensive than the ruble, and that is called Robux. Now, according to a 2020 survey, it is one of the most popular games to date. The company's vision is to create a metaverse, to create a reality for players to get together and play. I can't see anything. It's hurting my eyes. Anyways, the mission of Roblox is to build an experience where billions of other users could play together, experience together, and live together. And finally, their values is to not only earn money, but to connect the players and to create experiences and share those experiences with one another online. This is what Roblox is all about. Wow. There is almost 45 million users daily in a study from 2021. That is quite impressive. Now, this is where the hard part comes in. And for that, we're going to need this. Oh, jeez. Yes, this is real, by the way. It is a Monday, and we are drinking. Finals exams, everyone, cheers. To Innova Tank, the greatest platform of all time. Anyways, this is where it gets rough. Because with these 45 million active users, there faces a problem. Unfortunately, Roblox has failed to accomplish their objective in 2021 due to their weak fourth quarter. And because of this weak fourth quarter, they face $491 million net loss with all this. That is, it's not good. You need some of this to read that. They are pushed to choose between two options. And those two options is to either take the aggressive approach and try to create more money by doing advertisements and stuff like that. Or they focus on their community, which is what the game is all about. It built upon that stuff. So we're faced with a tough decision. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Tough decision. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, by looking into the company and what they do, we're going to have to create a route on which we have to take after reviewing the company and all their different strategies and all that jazz.
In order to appropriately assess what decisions need to be taken to address the decrease in user base of Roblox in a post-pandemic environment and to increase competition, a thorough analysis will be undertaken. Firstly, to obtain a clear overview of the external factors that are at play for the business, the pastel methodology will be applied. First of all, Roblox community standard was revised to prevent any propaganda on elections or politicians. Keep in mind that the platform allows users to create fully interactive games played among other users. The new policies also ban recruitment for terrorists or extremist groups. Moreover, it is prohibited to mention specific races for elected office, political parties, setting real-world elected officials, desecration of political entity symbols such as flag burning. From Appendix 7, 64% of users are under the age of 9 and between 9 and 16 years old. A safe and children-friendly space for users is required. Hence, Roblox does not promote any political involvement through its platform. The 2020 pandemic year of COVID-19 had a very bad impact on business. Roblox turned out to be doing well economically in 2020. According to recent data, the annual revenue of Roblox in 2020 was $923.9 million and $1.9 billion in 2021, which represent a 108% growth. As people were spending more time at home, online gaming was booming. Rising number of underage children using the platform, especially due to the pandemic and cybersecurity issues, have forced Roblox into having a 24-hour moderators in the game to prevent child predators and shuts down any inappropriate behavior. Roblox is a platform where users can either create their own games or play games. Anyone can be a developer on Roblox, so there is a tremendous number of games available. Roblox is continuously investing in R&D to improve its AI algorithm for a smoother user experience. There is also investment into the developer community. From Appendix 8 over the last 12 months as of December 31st of 2021, 10 million and more hours were spent on the 7 most famous experiences. A total of $10 million and more were generated from these games called experiences. Roblox raises environmental awareness through their video games by encouraging recycling, by encouraging energy conservation through power saving tips, and by giving discounts on electricity bills for their offices. Also, the promotion of games or items that sensibilize users to be more self-aware of the environmental impact. Roblox was sued by a Michigan father and his daughter for deleting items that they bought from the avatar shop without providing any refunds. The file claims that Roblox deletes items that from the user's inventory. The items were delisted without refund. The company responds that as part of the refund policy, they work with parents and customers to provide reimbursement for unauthorized purchases. But if there is a third payment party that requires refunds to go through their support services, they are unable to refund charges for those customers. Furthermore, some legal issues can arise from intellectual property since the core of Roblox is user-developer content. If a user, for example, creates a Mario Kart Tour game in Roblox that generates mass revenue, then there may be some lawsuit against Roblox for intellectual property.
Secondly, to review the internal structure of Roblox, the SWOT analysis is relevant since it observes the internal assets and deficiencies of a company, as well as considering the previously determined external circumstances and menaces that are at play. The reaction of investors is justified because a private business that doesn't bring in revenue will undeniably fail. But what grants Roblox an edge and that isn't reported in the financial statement is their intangible intellectual property of experience creation, which by the trickle-down effect brings in users, thus bringing in money. Without the tool of creation, Roblox's entire concept is not feasible. The organization has a strong presence amongst the younger generation and has 50 million active users. They are at the forefront of adaptability and innovation through their value loop scheme propelled by developers and creators, which grants them a competitive advantage. Indeed, Roblox has a simple-to-use creating tool that enables everyone to create their own game on the platform, bringing value to the company. The creators are rewarded if their game mode is played by many users, which entices creators to construct compelling entertainment. Compelling game modes will attract more users, leading to a virtuous cycle. In the last 5 years, the firm saw its user base between 17 and 24 years old to surge because of their smart expansion strategy, which featured brand collaboration and more technological features implemented. Roblox have their own native virtual currency on their platform called Robux. For their weaknesses, one would be that they are playing in a fierce, competitive, capital-intensive market against big rivals like Epic Games, Microsoft, or Meta. Another weakness for Roblox is that they do not have market shares amongst the console sector, which is currently valued at 2%. Moreover, they do not seem to appeal to an older demographic of 25 years or older. Additionally, stock analysis reported that Roblox has a minus 35% profit margin, which indicates that the company is not profitable at all. Their profit to employees is negative, meaning that their 1,600 employees do not generate as much as they cost, which implies that this tech business is probably overstaffed. Furthermore, the conversion rate of daily active users to paying users is low. The company has suffered some bad publicity because of incidents within their platform. On the opportunity side, the CEO, Bisuki, acknowledges that there are many unused opportunities to monetize their content, so there remains multiple opportunities for growth. The corporation needs to reinforce their security and community guidelines because most of their users are young, vulnerable children, as seen with the incident related to hackers that affected their public image. It is estimated that the metaverse will generate $800 billion in revenue for 2024. On top of what has already been discussed, a big audience remains to be reached on console for the threats that could be menacing the business. One would be to give in to the investors' demand of over-monetizing the platform by running intrusive ads, which could bring an exodus of daily active users, as seen with Facebook. This could be detrimental because by trying to take a shortcut towards profitability, this could be at the expense of compromising the future of the user base. A nuanced approach would claim that racking up too much debt would ultimately lead to the demise of the firm, so a pursuit of lucrative enterprises is still necessary. Another threat is cybersecurity, whether it is in the game or structurally through their servers. We saw previously that the general audience of the platform is young, therefore at risk of being harassed or bullied. Thus, an emphasis on being vigilant towards the community is required by creating a safe environment. Another danger is that the game becomes stale or repetitive, like Fortnite, even though Roblox is a sandbox game with a multitude of possibilities, whereas its counterpart is solely a battle royale.
Generating cash flow is our primary issue here concerning the future of Roblox. But to do that, we first need to take a closer look at the financials in question. By analyzing Roblox's financial growth in terms of two important metrics, solvency and liquidity, we can get a deeper understanding of how the company makes money, as well as the pitfalls that are dragging it down. Firstly, what is solvency and liquidity, and how do we measure them? Well, solvency is the measure of a company's ability to pay off its long-term financial obligations, whereas liquidity, on the other hand, is the measure of a company's ability to pay off its short-term financial obligations and how quickly it can convert its assets into cash. So let's take a look at solvency first. Solvency can be measured in a few different ways, but the most straightforward way is to simply subtract long-term liabilities from long-term assets. Taking a look at this chart, we can see that Roblox's solvency in the past 4 years has been in the negative since 2019, and rapidly decreasing, indicating that Roblox may face troubles meeting long-term financial obligations in the future. We can also check Roblox's debt-equity ratio, which is its total liabilities divided by shareholder equity. With a DE ratio hovering high at 2.33, the company is in danger of financial instability in the long term. It is important to note, however, that poor solvency doesn't immediately imply a low-performing company. In fact, a company can survive with poor solvency for some time, assuming that it takes steps to reduce the financial risk. However, the same can't be said about liquidity. So let's next take a look at Roblox's liquidity by examining the current ratio. The current ratio is calculated by dividing the short-term assets by the short-term liabilities, with a higher result indicating higher liquidity. Low liquidity would mean that Roblox would be at an immediate risk for bankruptcy, so it should be avoided at all costs. We can see reasonable increases in Roblox's liquidity over the past 4 years, hitting a high of 1.73 in 2021, meaning that the company is financially stable enough to cover its short-term obligations and expenses. However, it should be noted that the current ratio provides only a snapshot of a company's liquidity and will not provide a full picture on a company's overall financial performance. So how can we analyze a company's overall performance? Financial performance is hard to judge at a glance and requires an in-depth analysis of multiple different metrics to get the full picture. For example, we could observe that the total revenue is at an all-time high of nearly $2 billion in 2021, while still noticing that Roblox has been consistently operating at a loss of income. But the more important question we have to ask here is Roblox doing better or worse? The inevitable conclusion here is that Roblox is, in fact, doing worse every fiscal year. With gross profit not able to compete with the total expenses, Roblox continues to operate at a loss that is only increasing over time. This can be largely attributed to the current company mindset of prioritizing user and developer experience over monetization in the long run, leading to resources being expended to develop game features that don't give significant financial returns. The clearest path to recouping these losses from here on out would be to focus attention towards creating features that primarily prioritize increasing daily active users, incentivizing Roblox purchases, and promoting subscription-based services and advertisements. Additionally, continuing to appeal to larger demographics past the 9 to 12-year-old range will also combat the inherent barriers that come with trying to monetize a demographic that is financially dependent on their parents.
The ideal situation is for a company to regain its former popularity while also expanding our audience and monetizing our platform. With the pandemic's popularity, there were more people interacting with each other, which caused some challenges at times. Moderation was required to ensure that things did not get too chaotic, and community norms were also revised. Roblox is overstaffed, which means that the company is losing money by paying too many employees when that money could be spent elsewhere. Yet, despite the drop, Roblox still has potential and has begun to recover in 2022. As the safety of the gamers became jeopardized, 24-hour moderation became necessary. Roblox users are under the age of 18. More staff were needed to guarantee everything worked well and everybody was safe. As many of our competitors' demographics are older, moderators are not as necessary when compared to Roblox. In contrast to Bazooki's statement that there are numerous unexplored opportunities to monetize the game more and the 2021 drop, Roblox's top investors continue to invest in the brand because despite the risks, they still see potential along with several other profitable business opportunities. Roblox's main issue right now is to find new ways to monetize the game and to also regain the popularity it once had.
After having thoroughly analyzed the structure of Roblox through the internal, external, and financial lenses, we finally assessed the main problem, which is monetization, all the while expanding the user base. As a result, we strongly advise Roblox to create a monetization strategy based on advertisements to players that use the platform without paying. We also advise that the company strengthens their collaboration program with influencers in order for the business to penetrate foreign market like in Asia and get return on merchandising and in-game purchase.
For the implementation, we will use a smart implementation method that will help us create goals that will be planned and trackable. Our goal is to first increase the user base. Secondly, we would want to increase the monetization of the platform. To increase the user base, we would consider trying to incorporate learning partnerships with schools since 64% of users are under the age of 16 and only 14% of Roblox users are over 25. As of today, the gender distribution is almost equal with 48% male and 43% female. And since our main target users are the young generations, incorporating lucrative learning games with schools encourages the use of the game and generates more users. Roblox has more than 55.1 million daily active users. To keep it going, Roblox has implemented community standards to what is expected from users: safety, respect, fairness, transparency, security, and lastly, the most important, privacy. All these standards are here to help Roblox protect their users, but also keep this young generation safe from any danger. Since only 2% of Roblox players are on consoles, there is a market to conquer by doing a better integration of the game on different platforms, making it more attractive and increasing the numbers of the people who will pay and will want to play. To increase the monetization, we want to focus on the competitive advantage to focus on the younger generation and the value loop of Roblox. Since the game is freemium, a non-aggressive approach to optimize revenue is to add advertisement on the loading page of players who did not spend money on the platform. Having advertisement will increase revenue. For example, if we look at free mobile games who have 30 seconds to 1 minute ads in between each game, generated in 2021 a $93 billion revenue. Approximately, apps can make between $1 to $200 for 1,000 active users. If Roblox were to add advertisement, we could predict a revenue of $31 billion and $390 million on a year time base with our 45.5 million who play freemium. This minor change concerns users who do not have a subscription with the platform. For those who do, there will be no advertisement since these users already pay a fee. This approach should be effective because the advertisement is on the loading page, which is a mandatory step for every user loading a new experience within the platform. Since we have a large group of daily users, we will be remunerated by the brand who wants to be advertised on our platform. Another way to optimize profit is considering collaborations with celebrities with big influence on the public, like Travis Scott for the American market, for example. Last year, Travis Scott was asked to collaborate with Fortnite. They invested $5 million from the company and earned $15 million, increasing their revenue. If Roblox were to invest between $1 to $5 million for the collaboration of influential artists with who we would create events in our platform to increase the participation of users and expect to earn $10 million earnings, which would help our monetization. To implement all our goals, an investment of $5 million should be considered for collaborations which generates a lot of profit, but also to sign contract with company to advertise them on our platform, who will also generate a lot of money on our platform as well.
Overall, what we had to say about all this, Roblox is in deep. It's in deep. Now, what we have to do is we're going to have to do something very important for this company to survive. We want this community to build up, not down. So what we're going to have to do is we need to focus more on monetization and money. Yes, I know it sounds scumbaggish, but that's just who I am. You see the suit, you see the whiskey, it's who I am. But listen, hear me out. Here, this is what we're going to have to do. We determined through our analysis that since we have to focus on monetization, that this is the best for the corporation, but not only the corporation, but for the games and the players. Because you know why? You know why? Do you know why? I think you don't. I'm going to tell you right now. Just give me a second. With multiple different game modes and community add-ons that they've added throughout the years, we have already established an amazing community because of you guys, okay? That's why. So, since we've already established the community, we got to establish the money. We got to get the money, okay? We need to make this money. So, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to focus on the money for a little bit through advertisements, revenue, all that type of stuff. We're going to have to create ads throughout the whole world. We have to do commercials, different ads on websites like YouTube and stuff like that. Anyways, but the matter of the fact is, this is already a free-to-play game. So we already have the people. Without the proper advertising and financials, this company will go down. And not only will it hurt the company, it's going to hurt the whole community. You know why? You know why? You know why? Because Roblox is the greatest thing known to man, okay? We need to fix this game or else it's going under, all right? The only way to fix it is through this type of stuff. This is the solution that the company has to listen to. And not only for the game to survive, but as a user myself, because instead of doing assignments and exams, I decided to play Roblox Mad City with people. This is the only way. Now, I want you all to take care. I want you all to have a good time. I want you all to go play some Roblox, because that's what it's all about. Roblox, alcohol, all that type of stuff. If you guys don't drink alcohol, good for you. But I need it after that disappointment. But now it's going to be fixed after what we just had to say. So, everyone have a good Christmas holidays. Good luck on your exams. And remember, to a Nova tank. All right. Oh,